Hello and welcome back everybody to the Geek Tech Show, and in today's video we are going to be checking out the following, which is the Leatherman P2. So the P2 comes in this very nice gift package that looks exactly like this. So if you're going to be getting somebody a gift, well, this looks kind of cool because you have the actual case that you can give somebody. How cool is that? Now the case itself looks pretty nice too, but that doesn't spoil anything. Everything is really about the multitool itself, which is the Leatherman P2. On this channel, of course, my name is Soy Kisimov, and we do all kinds of video reviews, and I'm gonna make you decide if this is the multitool you want to get for yourself. And if you did enjoy this, please make sure you sub right down below. So this multitool, I was on the fence about getting this because I tried the previous ones. Now the P4 was a little bit too big, the T's, they were a little bit too small, and this seems to be just about right. Now one reason why you should be getting this one is that it does come with this nice carry case as well, and in the in-depth review you're going to be seeing this up close and personal when we get to it. One thing that this one does sport is this cool mechanics to this, and this is something that I really like about this. So if you like to, with your hands, if you have nothing to do, that's kind of cool that you can actually do that. And then when you close this up, it also has the magnetic closer, and it closes for you. So if you put place this in your pocket, accidentally don't close it, and it's just gonna close all by itself. How cool is that? That's the thing about this multitool, is that it is one-hand operation. So if you need to get the knife out in an emergency situation, you're on a ladder, you need something to get, and you need to cut it right now, you can potentially do this with one finger. That's all you really need to get the tool you need out, and it will snap right into place as well. This is why I like Leatherman's. Not only it's made in USA, it's also really great as a tool. The only downside of those multi-tools, especially the Leatherman ones, is that once it snaps into place, the safety is already on, which means since you did this with one finger, you cannot turn off this safety off. So let's do this. For example, I open this one up and the safety is already engaged in the multi-tool, which actually is great. But let's say that you need to close this up. So you can't actually do this with one finger. You need actually two. Well, you can attempt to do this like that. See, I made it, but I wouldn't do this with the knife. It's a little bit scary, kind of. Now, the tool itself is very well made. Leatherman sports some of the best multi-tools out there, and this one is kind of slim as well. It is small, it is slim, it is nice looking, it is slick, it's silver, it shines, and it screams that this is awesome. It really is. So let's go ahead and up close and personal review this, and I'll let you know at the end of the video what I rate this and what I think of this overall. The Leatherman FREE P2 review. This one comes with a 25-year warranty, made in USA, with quick access tools. This is the box it comes with. Inside you get the following: another piece of paper here. On the other side you get the instructions how to use it, and inside you get the tool and a very nice case. This one is almost identical to the black version of the same exact one. I think it's a little bit slightly bigger, and I do like the change between them. Taking this out from the case, we have the actual tool itself and the actual case. Now let's go ahead and check out the functions and everything with this tool, but before we do, you definitely want to compare it to another Leatherman. So this is the wave, and they kind of are the same exact size, except the wave itself is slightly cheaper. One thing the wave doesn't have, it doesn't have the clip on it. If you want to compare to the charge, I think this one is very similar to the charge itself, because they're kind of are the same, identical size wise, and the tools come out from this sides as well. The big difference between them is the actual size itself. As you can see, the charge and this one is just slimmer than the actual charge. And if you compare this to the wave, they're almost identical in size. So the wave itself would be the most comparable to you might want to compare this with. The FREE P2, what is great about is just, first of all, it is very small. It is slim in size. And I like this. You can actually feel it with your finger as you run this across. You can feel those small metallic things all over it. This, if you don't like it, you can just take it out if you don't have this specific tool for it. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that either you're gonna really like it or you don't. Because unless you have the special tool to remove this, this could be really a pain when you put this inside your pocket. Unless of course you want to hang it outside, then it's going to be pretty great. But I don't see the reason why they would include this right on this when they also give you a case that you're supposed to really hang this right on. So it doesn't make that much sense here. One thing that it does support is the magnetic opening and closing. That's one of the coolest things about this tool. The previous mechanism, there was no magnets in this, nothing, no magnets whatsoever. It just opens, it closes, and it is boring when it comes to that. The new one, you can see, magnet. And then it just closes like that. You see it here, open, closed, magnetic. And the tools themselves, it's supposed to be one hand opening, snaps in, has the safety right here. This is gonna really not be for everybody because the safety is a little harder to operate. It's different than the previous one. The previous one was inside here, and this one you just press on it to the side and you put this right back in here. On this one we do sport much bigger scissors here, and we have different kind of tools here as well, and you can get them all out very easy on this side here by just pressing on this thing right here or just dragging them from here. It is very clamped on that side, making it a little harder for you to get all the tools out. You can just manually just get them out like this, putting your finger right here and individually try to get them out, but then again you're working your way in here. You want to get the last one out of here. Tough luck to that one because this one doesn't want to really come out, and it's not easy for you to get some of them out of here. You try to get them out. So those are the easy ones to get right out of here, except the last one. Oh, I got it out. Now you might say that probably the easiest way is to pull them from here, but that is not the case. Unless you have like some long nails, you can move them right here this way. The only other way for you to get this out is just to pull this entire thing, and you're pulling all of them at the same exact time. Then you choose the one you want and get this out. So what do we get here? We get the usual one, which is the can opener. The next thing we get them all out of here at the same time, is this pointing tool. We get a meter and a centimeter over here. Get the nail file over here. We have the scissors, and on the other side we have the blade, which is the knife, and that's the big one. That's the big question. How does this compare to a Leatherman wave knife? And that's not the right one. That's the one we're looking for, and they're about the same exact size. One plus for it is that you're getting here is the shredded blade, and this is very the Leathermans are very sharp, so you have to be super careful with that. Now as you close this up over here, you got the magnetic pull to it, so it will snap right back in and lock in place because of the magnetic mechanism in here. Same thing like that. Now on this side we also have the following. We have the pliers, and this is interchangeable. If one of those things goes bad, you can always buy another one on the actual Leatherman website. Overall, it is a very handy, very nice tool. It is small, it is slim, but is this worth $120? It's really hard to judge on that one, because this one kind of does the same exact thing here. They're about the same exact size as well, and it's really hard to tell. It's hard to tell which one is kind of better. I'm kind of annoyed by this part right here, and I can get it out, but a lot of people can't because they don't have the special tool to get this out of here. Except for that, not everybody is used to this mechanical way of opening it versus the metallic way, just having this open and close. Now you might like this, you might not like this, as it automatically locks by itself. I think in some ways it is kind of cool. It's like a ninja tool. I do wish it comes in different colors, and the ones I have seen, the previous ones, they did come in different colors, but the color code right here, this would actually end up being plastic, which is just sad, because if this actually, they would color code this, I hope this would actually get all oxidized black or something like that. That would be actually kind of cool, I think. In terms of value, the price is a little bit on the steep side. You might want to wait a little bit before it goes down in price. If you're getting this for work-wise, maybe just get the wave instead. It kind of gives you all the same tools, looks kind of the same. The only difference is the magnetic opening. So unless you really gotta get this, the magnetic opening and the clip is pretty much what the extras that you're getting here. And of course, if you're a collector of Leatherman, you get the silver version of this case, and you can get the silver one in almost any other location, except unless you get the P4, which is the silver one. It's kind of nice looking versus the black one. So let's go ahead and do the cutting test. So we have this wood twig, and it's pretty dry, so let's check it out. This knife is really cutting it. It's doing a really good job. So overall, it's good, but compared to other Leatherman knives, this is probably not the best one for cutting. you can see the actual cutting tool right here, and this is pretty hard to cut with in the first place. Now I like the edge, the surrogate edge over here, and that's doing a good job as well. But I want to show you how good this is actually cutting this twig here. So overall, this is a good knife, but unfortunately it only comes with one here, so you have to do with what you got. Let's see, it's pretty good. Thank you so much, and you finally got to the end of this video. Congratulations, not everybody does. So you're probably thinking, what is my rating on this, and am I keeping this for myself? I'm still a bit on the fence on this one, not because it is such a bad multi-tool. It is wonderful, but I have so many. So if I'm picking something, I really want to pick the best multi-tool out there. Well, one thing I really like about this, I love the metallic closer. I wish they would move this into all line of Leathermans, and they all would actually have this, so all the new ones will have this. That's going to be kind of cool if they did. But the price itself is just a little bit too steep. 120 bucks for this. You can get something better, and giving an extra 40 you can get the charge, and I might as well just spend extra money getting the charge. Tool itself is very well made. You can get everything out of here. It does everything it's supposed to actually do. I'm thinking 9 out of 10 stars. I can't read this perfect. It has a few shortcomings, not really big major ones. The biggest one is just this, that the clip, you can remove it. I'm also thinking some of the access to the tools. It's kind of hard to get a specific tool out of here very easily. So yeah, and if you get them all, you can get them all out and then pick the one you want, but that defeats the purpose. I wish you could just get them individually out much more easier. It's a little bit hard for you to do that. So that's actually the only beef that I have with this. I like the multi-tool. I think it is one of the better ones that they have, but in terms of value, just a little bit too expensive. But in terms of quality and overall, if price was no issue, and if you actually like this style, this is probably better than the P4 because it is much slimmer, it is much smaller, it is easier for you to hold in your hand, and that's what makes this one probably better. And versus the T1s, and I tried the T1s, this gives you better value. You have more multi-tools, it's easier to open and close, it has the magnetic closure, which the T does not, and it gives you something I just think this is overall just a better product. Out of all the free multi-tools lines, this one is probably the best one out there. So if you want to get something that is the free version out of all the multi-tools that they have available, this is the one I would recommend for you to get. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the geek texture, and if you did, make sure you smash the thumbs up button right down below. Leave a comment if you're going to be getting one, and also tell me what you think of this video and how I can make it even better. And see you in the next episode of the Geek Tech Show, where you never know what is the next product that I'm going to be reviewing on this show itself.